live. Hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints on the Friday evening on my side. I think non-fam it's afternoon at your place or in Quebec where you are living. Good evening, or no, good afternoon, shall I say. Oh, it's so nice to always see you in the chat. I hope one day, and I mean it, that I can meet you in real life. I think you are an amazing guy. Hey, that cube, also one of the viewers that always, or most of the time is there. Hello, that cube, how are you doing? I'm holding here a cube. It's in two colors, but it's not a dead cube. How did you ever came up with the name Dead Cube, by the way? So this is 3D Print Talk. I do have two things printing. I can say one, I printed in a special two colors or in a dual color single filament. Yeah, that would be cool. To print something in this kind of filament as airy one silk red blue filament, and I think the print is screwed up. Because I switched over to my MacBook Pro. The other one, the PC, is coming back. Yesterday I received a message from MSC Service Center. They checked my computer and they said we run DaVinci for 23 hours and they couldn't find anything. Pretty good. Got a cheap E5 Plus and installed Silent Board and Clipper. It works great. Oh. So if I hear anything about a hacker called Dead Cube, must I be worried? I mean, the name suggests, you know, if I get a hold on you, you are going to get some serious trouble. Are you that kind of hacker or? So, QD Tech didn't send me any 3D printer. I bought this one myself, and at the moment that I bought it, I saw that the X1 CF or the CF X1, I don't know what the name is from QD Tech, but I noticed. I hope the microphone isn't too loud or that I'm not too close at the microphone. But I saw the carbon fiber 3D printer from QD Tech everywhere. It's a printer of 1,800 euros. And I was like, I want that one. I did ask for it, but you know, I didn't get any response of the marketing department from QD Tech. And since I was waiting, I was like, you know, I can also check out for a cheaper printer from QD Tech and, you know, see if I, you know, just buy it. 700 euros this X Plus was costing. I think I was like, you know, I don't expect a company sending me any 3D printer. It did happen with the Tycoon Kaiwu Tycoon IDEX 3D printer. Half a year ago, they said to me, "Hey Zachary, everything fine, but you don't, you know, meet our MOQ." So I'm sorry, we are not going to ship you anything. 6 months later, they contacted me if I was interested in their Ardix 3D printer, a printer of 800 euros, and they sent it to me. I don't really understand how those mechanics work. Should you ask for it? Should you not ask for it? Should you, poke those companies a little bit, or should you bother at all? Some channels will get one printer after another. I don't understand how that works, but okay. So now I saw that's always what happens. After I purchase, I see people are getting the iFast. I see them everywhere. I know that John Skronik got one. Jerry also got one. Beefy. Brian Vines got one. I think Joel also got one. I don't know who else got one, but I saw several people from QD Tech. Oh no, yes, Joel also got one because he said something that he wasn't going to do anything with the QD Tech printer until the open source thing was all sorted out. There was an open source thing. So everybody got one. Not that QD Tech said, hey, listen, before you're going to purchase the Plus, maybe you are interested in the iFast. I don't know. I'm just rambling around. Hey, Nelson's, how are you doing? Audio is okay. Thanks for the confirmation. Little bit late response on my side, but hey, anyways, it's Friday. Don't rush. It's been long. I'm Woo! Wow. So, air traffic controller. I think there are many. No, let's say it like this. There are many responsible jobs in the world. And I think air traffic control is one of those. Screw up there? Oof. I think, yeah. Hey, Michael Kessel, how are you doing? 3D RCNC, hey everyone. Hey, how are you doing, sir? So, the X Plus. Yeah. Several weeks ago, a few weeks ago, I posted something about, I don't want to be so open about my financial situation, but there was some shifting going on and things needs to be paid. So I had to quit with all of the patrons that I was supporting. So I felt very terrible to just put it out in the open why I had to stop with supporting other content creators or other makers, especially in the designing side of the 3D printing, because hey, I'm posting a lot of things that I like from those designers, so I think a little bit money back to them is also on its place, I guess. So one of those designers, Waxter, he said, I will do something back for you. So he, sent me a little file with some holy moly models. And one of them was the Dermogorgon, the flower hat monster from Stranger Things. So I was like, that is something I want to print with the matte silk whatever color from Airy one. But I can already tell you, I hope that the print is not failed. On the bottom, I'm printing, I don't know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. I wanted to print something. I did slice it. I don't know if I did start anything. But anyways, now I'm printing in also 2 colors. But, printing support materials in, some leftover filament, some test sample, and the other one, it's a filament 1 filament, nice metallic blue, kind of, I don't know how that blue is called, but it's kind of cool. And as you can see, I hope you can see it pretty well, but as you can see, all supports are in black. It's printed around it, and I'm really curious how that is going to look like. Is it not going to be too mixed? Because I did a little XY calibration, and as you can see, it's not totally perfect. I've got here a little line and here, but in overall, I think that this is the best one that I could get on the offsets for the X. Yeah, it's only offset on the X axis. Minus 322.49, I guess, something like that. No, I did not make that up. I can maybe check it, but not during a print running. But anyways, so this is not totally perfect. I can see a little thin line here, but I printed after that. I was like, just fuck it. I'm just going to print this one and see how well it prints. Well, the top looks perfect. The bottom, yeah, it could be better, but it is flat, But on this side, you can see that it is sticking out like crazy. You don't want to have that. Also here, the same thing. Here, on the opposite side, white was sticking out. On this side, you guessed it right, the black is sticking out. So that needs to be better calibrated. But I'm very curious how the Black Widow in metallic blue, grayish blue, I don't know how this color is called, but I'm really curious how that is going to look like. Hey, Titan's Revenge. Who's this guy? I don't know. Never seen it. Or I do see it. Maybe sometimes in the mirror. Look like an old computer disk. This. Yeah, maybe. You can make awesome QR codes on a keychain. I did one in the past with my with my QR code for the website or for the YouTube site. People can scan it, but since it was in 3D, you have to have it very perpendicular to the phone camera, or else it doesn't pick it up that easily. But let's take the Demogorgon out of the QD tag and let's see how terrible it looks like. You need to imagine, this is the printer that I printed quite a lot Crystal Dragons on. Those were looking amazing, but I can already tell that this looks terrible. This is not the, I would call it in Dutch, the Schoonheidsprijs. It's not the, yeah, it's, oh my gosh, it's terrible. I don't know how well this looks like. This is almost a day-long print. How long under extruding? Yeah, I think it's under the extruding. I think there is a clogged nozzle. I was printing ABS with it, and after that I printed PLA with it. And sometimes those switches are not, you know, that great on a printer. The teeth are really sharp. So I used 3 supports, not because I am a gardener, but you know. But let's see how maybe the print looks terrible, but after support who knows? Looks, yeah. Rest in peace. How are you doing, Titan? Wait, I'm just going to put it like that so everybody can enjoy the support removal. So I'm using 3 supports because in most of the cases you can almost, yeah, support everything, every overhang that needs to be. I'm looking to the camera, but the camera is not pointed at me. I'm not going to say that it is failed. Did I say that it is failed? No, I didn't, huh? But the chances are that maybe the print is not looking that bad after all. I don't want to say 50-50 chance, huh? I feel that the model is way lighter than supposed to be. I don't know if it is the under extrusion. But the model is pretty light, and I have the idea that there is no infill or very little infill. So I'm just going to yeah, I think I got my LK5 Pro out together and running test print. Been working out another 17 prints like workhorses. Yeah, you know, since I have sometimes little moments, I'm really, you know, not totally into 3D printing. So just take my favorite tool, the side cutter. Yeah, so because of the I don't think that this film, yeah, well, eventually it will look great, but I don't think that for this kind of model this is the best filament to use. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to destroy it because I'm really curious what is the issue. Oh. Oh my gosh. This is... Oh. This is terrible. Yeah. Because this is not the best infill or the walls. I think one. So, yep, failed print. So. A little bit alcohol. Yeah. So that wasn't a big success. I want to be 2 and 2. Yeah. Whoop. My big hats. Oh my gosh. So, much better like that, huh? So, Demogorgon sponge. Oh yeah. It was yeah, but yeah, because the first time I printed it like this, well, this is the base where it is going to sit on, but I should have known it. Let's see. Under extrusion, just tired. 5 days. Live a week is a killer. Yeah. 3 supports to go. You didn't see that one coming. Yeah. Yeah. I'm using 3 supports because I'm a gardener. Yeah. Need to make sense, right? But, you know, anyways, I killed a Demogorgon. Wasn't that hard, just ripped his head off. Just nothing. For a few weeks ago, if you would say Demogorgon, I was like, what is that? But, you know, I think in the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I saw all 4 seasons of Stranger Things. I think that in itself is strange. Zach really named 12. What? Wait. You know the feeling, those silk metallic... Yeah. Oh, yeah, that... You know what I can do? I can change the filament for a different one and try to print the exact same thing and see if that one works. Yeah, looks like 2 walls. Maybe switch to Geranoid and fill you 12. Instead of 11. Killing. Yeah, if j- just imagine. I don't know who all see Stranger Things, because I don't want to give any spoilers. Okay, I'm going into the mode that I'm not going to spoil anything. So we have already 4 seasons, and I was like, okay, the first one was about this thing being 7 feet tall, you know, scaring the hell out of everybody, and 11 just, killed it. And then season 2 came. There we had the shadow kind of thing. Filament dryer. No, because this is a brand new spool of filament. No, the filament I need to try a different printer with this filament. I'm going to switch spools. I'm going through the settings, and let's see if it works better with the other spool of filament. I've got a lot of Area 1 filaments, normal filaments, that I can use. You know what? I'm going to exchange the filaments. I'm going to put a different spool of filament on it and check the settings. No, I'm going to check the settings anyway. So this is a yeah, okay, good. So this is Cutie Slicer. It's under the Cura engine. It's saying fine, but I don't think. Yeah, well, no, just keep it on here. Just keep it on here. Line width 0.4. Yeah, that's normal. How many walls? Okay, layer 0.2. Yeah. I think that this is crap. It's I think the other version was way better. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a different version, because that version worked better. Here you have all the, everyone are so nice. Yeah, they have great filament. They helped me also quite a lot in the past. So they sent me out this one, and then I saw something that I really didn't like. With every tweet on Twitter, I saw by Thomas, by Joel. I saw by so many people in discussion about several things or different kind of subjects, and I saw this dude from Area 1 or the Area 1 account asking to check their email, or can I have something like that. And I was like, dude, this is not the way to do this. This is not. Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy that wants to mangle in. I would say, contact them via direct message on Twitter, or send an email, something like that, and use the normal, use the normal content creators way to reach people, and most of them are reachable through email, and you will get a business email account, something like that, what I also have, and do it like that, you know. So I'm going to what am I going to do? I don't know. Wall count 3. So wall count 3 should be enough. Perhaps filament dryer. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that. Wait, I'm going to put it on a face camera again. Hopla. Yeah, I've got here Stream Deck. I tried to, get it working before the stream started, but, with 5 minutes on the clock, I was like, I'm not going to make it. But anyways, hey, I've got a mouse. I can still, click on here and, just be done with it. But maybe you also saw it, and I was like, this is not how it works, there are smaller channels really willing to make extra content about your filament, or give some extra publicity via Twitter or via TikTok or via other ways, and then reach a goal like that, and not instead of I don't want to say harassing, but not being that desperate. To be fair, I have to tell Joel to check his DMs. He usually is slammed. Yeah, I think and somebody like Joel, Thomas, and Stefan. I think a lot of those guys get spammed in the DM. So I can imagine that. They don't check that anymore. Also now with the daily 3D print questions, in the beginning I was, you have the question with some people tagged, then you get a second post and a third post, all in the same, same effort. But I was at first I was all the way down, so I didn't get those much, responders. Oh my gosh. Zachary, what are you doing? I didn't get so many replies, but now, since I'm in the top question, I get a lot of, I don't want to say spam, because I do like those daily questions. Keeps you involved, Yeah, sometimes I hear noises as well. Hey, Jim! Another great friend here in the chat. What's up? Yeah. I just killed a Demogorgon just with my bare hands. No weapons, no fire, no heat. It's, I took the flower off the body. Just like that. Bloop! Yeah. Yeah, so I already felt that it was haunted house. I already felt, because the model felt very light, also hollow, or how, I don't know how you would call this, but it sounds very damped. Yeah, just like that. Without, I almost want to say without any camera, but there it was. There is a camera right over there. But it's a squishy. Whip, 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 whip. So yeah, that's that was already a failed print before I took it off the build plate. So I'm wasting filament that I want to try out, but hey, I couldn't choose, because Every one had 6 different kind of colors, dual color spools, and I said, well, I cannot choose. You sent something, and I will, be happy with it. What material is that? That is silk, dual color from everyone. They are trying to promote it, but at this moment I cannot do anything with it. So what I always want to do, and I was like, this is going to work great. I want to just print something and give some credits to everyone and to the maker or the designer Waxter of this model. But way to fail print? Is that Chinese? I think so. I order from their sub-brand, Surprise or Surprise. They are cheaper than the normal Everyone brand, but I do need to say that it's printing very well. I've got here this is a spool of filament of, I think, 11 or 12 euros. So this one is pretty cheap, and I do need to say I don't want to say it's quality, but it prints pretty well. So I would say quality. This is the bronze filament. So if you're printing like dragon statues, some other things that normally would be in bronze, this would be nice. I have also red copper. I've got also gold. Yeah. So between the 190 and 220 degrees printing temperature, I always go for 205, 210. The Demogorgon was printed in 210 degrees because the dual color supposed to be warmer printed, water printed. So yeah. Cheap as crap. Oh, well, I know. Sorry, I need to address this. From all the filaments that I have worked with, where I have printed with, I had no complaints about extruder filament. If it is the NX PLA or the NX2 PLA, the Biofusion, this is, I don't want. Okay, Jem, if you are if maybe if you don't want to hear this, then you can close your ears. This looks like here it comes, extruder Biofusion. Okay, now open the ears. But I do need to say that this one doesn't look that great as the extruder filament. But the extruder filament is 24, 30 euros, something like that. And I don't have that much money. I'm just this is not going to be a song of Queen. I'm just a poor guy. No. Yeah. I don't care about extruder. I don't work there anymore. No, but I mean, from all the filaments that I use from extruder, it's all great filament. Very nice shine. And yeah, it's sometimes a pity that that runs out. Runs out? Zachary, what's that? Runs out. Okay. So I'm thinking, because I need to make sure that the nozzle is clean before I'm going to print anything. So instead of the Demogorgon, I can print a Calibration Cube or a Benji and see how it comes out before I'm going to print anything else. So let's do that. Let's switch over to the display again. Okay, so I saw something happening and was like, how is that possible? How? Because it is possible. Clear build plates. Demogorgon models. Yeah, so I've got a folder with all STL files, calibration models. Oh yeah, let's do the chainmail. Okay, calibration cube. No, that's not the correct one. So, calibration cube, I'm going to slice it how I normally would do it. Layout 0.2 millimeters, wall count 3. Custom selection, advanced. Benches, I printed 200. I think benches goes in the last. Wow. 200. That's quite a lot. That would mean that you are printing them on a belt printer or a very small one in one go on a resin printer. Maybe you did that. Oh my gosh, I don't like this. Preferences, general. Because the text is, you know, because what I did see, what I did notice the other time that I did a Demogorgon print, that slicing took a while. Single wall for cube? No. This is a calibration cube that is not being open, so it's printing massive, and that way I can, you know, just like the Demogorgon, I can squeeze it or not. If it is printed well, you should not be able to squeeze it. If you can squeeze it, then or you print it with TPU, flexible filament, or there is some other settings wrong, and therefore you need to check your settings. So I use the QD Tech slicer, but this is a newer version. So probably I'm going to look for the older version that did work with my printer, because in the meantime, I see here on the right hand side, I see everything, you know, being chopped down, so I cannot read everything. Normal size, normal size 3 on the 3 on Ender 3, 10 per job, 2 times a day. So 60 per day plus my Bruce Armini jumping in. Wow. But why did you print so many? Is there something special you are going to do with it, or is it secret? Printer. X plus. Settings. Yeah, but yeah, if I click here on preferences, I will get this. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, so this is not what I want to have. Okay, so I'm going to close this. I'm going to close that. I'm just going to switch over to the other one. Oh, it's dark suddenly. So okay, so special prayer for the Maker Fair in Hanover in September. Ooh. That is cool. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking about it to go to the Maker Fair in Eindhoven in September as well. But this one is not in Hanover. Which day is it in Hanover? Okay, so I have checked, and the only one that I have is this one. Okay, so do you have another one? Yeah, maybe I have it on the drive. Wait. Downloads. Uh, wait, that is possible. That is possible. I can try that. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, Nelson is also going, I guess. Mm. So I'm going to deinstall. So I'm going to deinstall it. Let's see if I have it also here on the computer. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Quit QD print. And then we go to apps. Okay, he doesn't want me to throw it away. Is it being used somewhere? No, it is not. Options. Okay, so that one is thrown away. I'm going to, go into the yes. So I'm going to install 5.6.7. Yeah, 5.6.7 make all sense. I'm going to install that. So I've got now 6.2.2. That gave some issues. I'm going back to the other one and see how well that one works. Usually the Maker Faire is always on the Saturday, Sunday, or maybe Friday, Saturday, depends on. So in the meantime, this is unzipping. I'm going to heat up the nozzle. I try to pour every filament through and let it bleed out. Tools. So it is now installed. I'm going to double click on it. Let's see what is going to do. What is going to do? Oh, yeah, off. I'm so smart. Oh my gosh. I'm going to drag this into apps. Perhaps overheat to get the ABS out. Yeah, so I'm usually when I have a clogged nozzle with PLA or PETG or any other filament, I'm always heating it up just a little bit more than the normal temperature. I'm going to extrude a little bit and then let the filament bleed out, you know, that it will. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Not too long because QD has the normally the white PTFE tube. I have already exchanged it for a Capricorn PTFE tube because for some reason I don't like white PTFE tubes there. Verplaatst naar prullenbak. Yes. I'm too tense. Too tense. So I see something jumping. I just need to close this. Yeah, I see the QD starts up. Let's see what it is going to do. You're right, Nelson. 10 and 11. Horse stand. I wanted to say, okay, so you're going to set up the ATMs to, you know, earn money? I can understand. So, oh yeah, sure, indeed. So I'm going to switch over to another screen. So from the USB stick, I have installed that program. It was not really installing, it's just, you know, unzip it, drag and drop it into the apps folder from the Mac, and that is going to be it. So this was what I already had and it was working great. So I'm going to use that one instead and see how that one goes. So the X Plus I have, you can already get a little diagram of it and, you know, select printer. So here close. So it says, because it is already, you know, checking for newer versions, 6.2.2 is available. Yes, I know, I already have it, so I don't want to try it out. I threw it away. Hey, Anna, how are you doing? So, no, 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 no. Cross. Next, 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 next. Yeah. Okay. Done. Done. Okay. So this is my printer. A little, you know, situation sketch. So let's take a calibration cube. Yes. Calibration Cube. Something like that. Bang! There we have it. I tried, it didn't work. Print some money! Ah. So, normally if you start Cura, you will always get a similar kind of screen, but we are going to do a little fine-tuning extruder. I think, personally, I like this slicer more than the newer version, because it ain't that bad. Speeds. I do need to think about it to take the USB out and put it back in there, because the machine itself doesn't have any memory or storage, so it's pretty dumb. So, okay, so I have done everything. Chat, what would you say? Shall I use the dual color or try a different spool of filament and just start from there? So 205, build plate temperature 50. I will leave it as it is. 60. Don't rush it. Not needed. User specified. Back left. Build plate adhesion skirt. Yeah, let's leave it on skirt. Let's see what is going to happen. Cubic. So wall count 3, top layers 4. That's normal. I think that most of them are looking great. I can also choose for shutdown after printing. I'm not going to do that. So prepare. So, okay, so I can, save it to the USB. I'm not going to do that. So the nice thing of this, I need to. So the nice thing of this printer is that if you press extrude, it will keep extruding. So that is fine. Some other printers you need to press all the time, and then nothing happens because you didn't press any on it. So, well, since it is coming out, extruding constantly, well, I think that this looks pretty normal. It's all, all looking great. No thicker pieces. Just here, this little knob. Here also thicker piece. So it doesn't really like it's under extruding. So I'm going to test it out and wait. Use the same dual color, save some time. Yeah. Yeah, so like mentioned, I'm switching over to an older version where I know from that I had some great prints coming out of it. Also, for example, there on the background, the Black Widow was also printed on the same printer with the same slicer. No problem at all. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to send it over Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi. So this is the correct one. Send over Wi-Fi. Check this out. Send file. Okay, do you want to print the file now? Yes. So the printer, as you can hear, is starting to beep. So it is going to start printing. Where is my mouse? Oh, there. Facecam. I think I have somewhere a USB extension. Maybe I can, add one extra camera and set it on the printer, so that's, that people can see something. But my question is, where do I have it? Where do I have it? I'm just a fool, nobody. I think because I have another camera right over here, I'm going to use that one with the extension. So this is in. So all for the viewers, There is not going to be any problem. Yeah, I am doing something for you guys. Oh, almost. So, I hope my efforts are not for nothing. Too many cables. Oh yeah, boy. I've got many. Now I hope if I'm going to I got one. Okay. Whoop. So, now would you look at that? This boy has some printing going on. Same problem as me, yeah. Yeah, I know. So, cool. We have a print going on. And everybody can, see it. I'm going to switch over to... yeah, I can do that. I'm thinking I can just put it over it. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Something like that. That's a really close up. Your print is done. Which one? Oh, the other one. You mean that one? No, sometimes when it switch over from one filament color to another one, so in case of the support or the bus itself, then it's going to stop one color and then switching over, so heating up and then going to the other one. Because hey Gary T, how are you doing? Hey Skating Mania, how are you doing? Mania. So I don't know what the best view is, because yeah, I have an idea which view is better. I need to put it a little bit lower. Yeah, so I need to also be careful with. Hey, I just parked the tool head that was not being. Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can change some settings here because I know. I I thought there was a possibility to, zoom, but it doesn't do that. Hmm. I'm checking this. Okay, so it's not possible, or at this moment not possible. Transform. Come on, I just want to zoom. De-interlacer. How is my day? My day is going well. We picked up a car that we ordered a few months ago, and finally it was done. It's a Skoda Scala. So yeah, a bigger car, a brand new smell from the car. It's how do you call it here in the Netherlands? A private lease. So after 4 years, you order a new one, and this one is going back to the company. They are going to sell it to another company that they going to sell it to a consumer, or maybe to some other rental companies, something like that. I don't know how that works. For 42,000 kilometers I drove with the car in the 4 years that we had it. So it's now printing a calibration cube. So the Tycoon IDEX is now currently at 83%. So that's great. So I also want to check out the but here it says waiting OBS. Do I need to do anything? Anyways, so so the calibration cube, it's I think I don't know, I cannot speak for other people, but if you are trying something out, something new filament, new printer, new settings, things that maybe are experimental. I think printing a calibration cube or a benchy, I think that would be great. Why? Because a calibration cube. Do I have one here? How is that possible? I don't have a calibration cube here. Weird. So I think a calibration cube or a benchy, those are now those models are not, you know, throwing away a lot of filament. They don't also cost a lot of time. So if you want to try something out new, if you want to check if some settings are great, then something like a benchy is very ideal. It's just 1.5 hour print, and so you can see if the adhesion on the bed is correct, how the letters are being printed, how other things will look like, and therefore then you can just stop the print because you are seeing that something is already not okay. Or you can take some measurements. For example, the calibration cube 2020. If it is off it just a little bit, depending on how far behind the dot it is, but you can tweak. Usually I print left facing owl to try new filaments or settings like temperature. Yeah, exactly. So now with the Demogorgon, I'm just, you know, wasted almost a whole day printing. Also a decent amount of filament already just literally thrown away. And yeah, something like this costs, I think, 40 grams of filament. I don't know, maybe even less. And you can still see if your print is going to look all right. And if the settings are, you know, very nice, and you think, hey, this works great, you know, just throw them in your slicer and give the profile a name so that you know, okay, so this was 0.2 millimeter layer height, and it's just for, you know, printing busts or other models, or maybe you want to have it for a specific kind of mini figure, some other things where something needs to be flexible, like the articulated dragon, the crystal dragon, because of the build plate. I had some amazing prints, amazing crystal dragons that were all the way till the tail. The tiny shackles were very flexible just from the beginning. Any ringing on the benchy? No. I think, I don't know which printer this printed. I just found it. But I think, for me, I think that this benchy looks great. Could get some little tweaking here. I don't know which printer it was and when did I print this, because I need to be very careful. So, for example, I can already tell that, for example, here, the wall test, that something was not right there. Morten, how are you doing? Totally agree on those few lines down correctly. I prefer running the nozzle real close to the bed, maximum fluid. Yeah. If you print a test model with every filament, you have a sample to look. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There is this. I don't know where I saw. I know I saw. Blah, blah, blah. I know I saw it on Twitter, but those little steels or plates printed in the same kind of way, and you can put it in a box so that you have also a little label on it, which kind of filament it is and how it looks like. So that something like that would be very amazing. So here, for example, Banshee don't have any letters on it, or not that visible. I don't know which printer it was, but further, I think everything else looks quite amazing. It is white. Some little artifacts there. Further, well, like mentioned, I don't know which printer this printed. Yeah, so this is Arctic White, Jim, from Extruder. Arctic White, it is looking very nice, very shiny. And, like mentioned, I don't have any idea which printer this also was also printed on. I think because this Arctic White I also use on the Black Widow, I think that this one came from the X Plus from QD looks nice, yeah. I mean, if this was my print result, I would be happy. I am, okay, so I'm going to say it. This would make me happy. Well, this makes me smile and being happy. And this one makes me very, very happy and a big smile. And, I can continue printing. But there are people that don't like these lines and need to be flatter. If you are one of those people, fine. I mean, go ahead, try to fine tune it. Because I have a full-time job and I do 2 YouTube channels maintenance. I run on one side, I run 3D printing, Zachary 3D prints. Well, like you are here now, and also Easy Zach with gaming content. So I try to build on both sides. I try to build something up. For a long time, I just had only 3D printing, but I wanted to do or to test other things out as well. I try also gaming as, YouTube. But for 3D printing, sometimes things take a long time. If I need to fine-tune filaments, sometimes I do that, but then I record the whole process and people can see how I think I did make some videos about that, but then it's very specific and I show the things that I do. And still people are in the comment section. I didn't get which settings did you use for the printer? I showed you in Cura my settings during the video. But okay, you can also be a filament frenzy that has some amazing, very nice, shiny, models. I don't have that much time to tweak like that, because I'm going to show you, because I'm also working on the Tic-Tac belt printer. And you know, I can already tell you, it's an pain in the ass project. It takes some time to get everything right. There are no build instructions, so everything is literally freestyling. So I'm almost on the mindset or on the idea like, okay, so this is the image, these are my parts, and I'm going to, you know, try to build something else that looks like a belt printer, you know? Because most belt printers that I know are based on the Core XY system, tilted on a 45-degree angle, and, you know, it runs. But this one used just a normal X, Z, and Y axis. So I'm very curious how it is going to work. Yeah, I'm just, you know, I don't know if this word is allowed within YouTube because it's a normal word, I guess. I mean, in some Netflix series, they are also saying something like pain in the ass or it hurts like shit. Something like that. I think those kind of words should be a normal thing. I'm not swearing, I'm not cursing, I'm not using the name of God in vain, you know, something like that. So, you know, just a normal chat. I don't really bother tuning that much since, yeah, especially if you have fundamental, functional parts like a phone stand. Yeah, I mean, you can tweak everything you like. You know, I think if it would break, I think then you are going to fine tune it a little bit more, infill, maybe more layer or walls, you know, and then you get some nice prints. So I see that the calibration cube is almost finished. It is, you know, starting to look like something. Yeah, it's almost finished because I see also a little, there I see a little timeline. That direction, Zachary. Yeah, there. 9 people watching. Thank you so much. If you are brand new, consider subscribing. I always say consider subscribing. Hey, bedenk om even te subscriben, hè, te abonneren. Yeah, hey, it's Friday. I'm very chill. I'm very, you know, lo-fi. Hey, that brings me to something. I didn't put... Wel duur. What? I need your help. Hey, there's the 3D printing hotline. Where can I help you with? No, I'm just a guy doing its thing with 3D printers on YouTube, making some videos about things that I run into as a, I don't want to say noob, but how I would solve it without, almost want to say without any help, because most of the things I figure it out myself. What did I want to check? Whee! I took my phone. I don't know. Hello, this is the 3D printing hotline. Where can I help you with? Oh yeah, lo-fi. I was lo-fi. Yeah. Who watched Beavis and Butthead? The Sky and Why. So, a little lo-fi music on the background. It's from Harris Heller, Streambeats. Very nice, very chill. I'm really looking forward to more videos on that project. Yeah, I'm going to say, you know, it's really a pain in the ass. Me, me. What about you? So no, I'm not. Oh, hey, the calibration is cube. Before I'm going to rip it off the build plate, what do you guys think? There are 7 people now watching. Just give me in a few short words. What do you think? How this model would look like? Is it a success? Well, it did finish, so yes, it did complete the print. How is it going to look like? Is it a failed print? Is it not going to fail print? Just tell me. So yeah, I'm not going to give too much spoilers because in I think 2 recording sessions I did the disassembling of the Creality Ender 3 Pro, where I try to record as much as possible from where I think you need to have the parts for. I thought you would also need the hot end, but hey, that was also included there. But you will need to have the heater cartridge. You will need to have the thermistor. That one I need to change because when I changed the Fetus Dragonfly hot end, I put the glass ball in the copper tube, and then something happens. So it's still, you know, measuring it, but it's flimsy. Because those thermistors, you have also one with a brass tube and the wires coming out. But I don't know. I was in the early days. I could do it pretty well. Achievement in life. I can imitate Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. Yeah. I watch MTV all the time, so it was pretty, you know, common to hear those 2 dudes. I think if they would have a YouTube channel, it would also call Beavis and Butthead. And you know what they did? You know what they did? Commenting on music videos. Yeah. So I made the recording of the disassembly of the Ender 3. I also recorded all the parts that, you know, came out today, the video. But I was watching my analytics, and I do need to say the video is just watched 9 times or 10 times. So yeah. Sometimes you do projects that nobody actually want to see. Yeah, and then it's for me the question, what do I want to do? Because on the gaming channel, still 19 subscribers. Yeah, oh my gosh, that is terrible. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, no way. So, this is terrible. Okay, so this is... So, the video was posted today. It's the 7th out of 10th video. It's, you know, normal to have it 0 times viewed. So, according to, you know, this, it is doing well. Yeah, my YouTube life in a nutshell. So, I said 9 views. There are not 9, there are 19. So yeah, it's not one of my best videos, but hey, you know, it's very specific. So I don't know who would like to see a guy, you know, ripping out the box. Hey Lewis, how are you doing? Yeah, but that hotline. Actually modding the Ender myself, DLZ mod. I have ordered a second lead screw. Oh, what's it? Oh, nice. So, yeah. The strange thing is, I have several parts over, and I'm going to put it all in a box, and maybe I'm going to make a little video from it. You know, spare parts. Which 3D printer can you make out of it? Because, yeah. You know, 2 days ago, my room didn't look like this. You know, it was all messy. This desk was all filled with parts. I mean, I'm not going to spoil. I'm not going to spoil too much about the printer because I'm going to release the first part. But the thing is, the problem is. Okay, I can make part 1, I can make part 2, but the problem is I need to order some more parts, but I don't know what I need to order because every single time that I'm missing something during the build process, I'm going to pay an additional shipping fees, and that are €5 at a time. I ordered now one time a box with 3 different kind of screws. One was the grub screws, a M5 times 10 and M5 times 12 because 16s I had enough, but now I figured it out that I don't have enough. Also, I discovered that one of the timing belts, the closed timing belts, are too short. Maybe I switched them, but for the belt itself, you know, the printing belt, there is a big pulley and a small pulley and a little band around it, a timing belt around it. I think if I would take the smaller closed belt or closed timing belt, then the stepper motor would be more underneath the roller or underneath the bigger pulley, and the stepper motor will also get more in contact with, you know, the big roll. I'm going to show it one more time. So on that side is a big pulley, and there the black side, that is where the belt is going over it. Underneath there is the stepper motor, and the stepper motor will collide with the thicker part of the roller. So it's I had to use smaller screws, but it's a challenging project. Gamma Praxis has the M5 times 10, way cheaper. Yeah. Oh wait, that's actually great. Looking forward to that video. You making a printer out of spare parts. Yeah, because I have a 2040 aluminum extrusion. I have a 2020 aluminum extrusion. Now I have also from Creality a heated bed, because the one that the belt printer is using is a smaller one. I know. Yeah, I need to check which kind of wires that I need to have, because you need to have thicker wires for the heated bed, and they need to be I think silicon they need to have a silicon mantle. I don't know if that's the correct word. Zillions of mods to do. Added a dual direct drive. Ooh. And a CR touch work. Great. Safe to say, on stock firmware supporting just the mod you to do. Oh, cool. GT2 belts. Yeah. That are GT2 timing belts on there. Standard. Yeah, 28 or 32 AWG silicon wire. Yeah. Shall I tell you a little secret, Lewis? They are sometimes harder to find. Deep deep beep beep. So some time ago, I ordered some wires, and these are not the right one. But no, not using heater cartridge wires for that. You always need more stuff than you initially thought. Well, to be honest, 3D RCC, Tic Tac sent me a box with all spare parts parts to build this. The only thing that I need to have for myself was a Creality Ender 3, a Ender 3 Pro, or Ender 3 V2. The 3D printed parts, or in ABS, or in PETG, or PETG with carbon fiber, and some, I don't want to say it like that, but technical knowledge, a little know-how, so that you can solve things, because this is not a Voron. I sometimes want to say in the video, compare it in some ways with the Voron build, but the problem is the thing with Voron is, you have a bill of material with all the things you need, and where you want to get it, hey, there are different providers. You can buy whole kits. You can order the printed parts from some places as well. I don't go and recommend using AliExpress, because there are a lot of cheap providers that, we all know the story. You source every part for the Voron, and eventually you are going to follow the build instructions to build the whole thing. The Tic Tac belt printer, you're going to source, or you are going to get take the parts from a donor printer, Creality Ender 3. Then you are going to need some 3D printed parts, and you also need to get the parts kit. That last one came in this box, and this was the hole. I made it a little bit bigger to show it on the video, but this is not well packed. For the Voron, I'm really going to use the Voron as an example. I ordered from Formlab, or Formbot. I ordered the Voron 0.0 kit, parts kit. Everything was very well packed with styrofoam. You had one big bag with all small bags with M3, M4, every kind of size screw packed in one bag and labeled. So if you are going to, you know, take the whole big bag apart, you can lay everything nicely next to each other. So if your build instruction says now you need an M4 times 12 screw, then you take the bag, you take the quantity out of the bag that you are going to need for that step, and then you continue the instruction and you will get a end product, something like that. But the Tic Tac UE3 belt printer is not like that. You see an image and there you are going to build upon, and then everybody's like, okay, what do you mean? Well, I'm going to show you. So this is the belt printer, and then I click on here, and the only thing that I do, yeah, is enlarge this like that. Now a little bit bigger, so like that. And this is how I worked. Chat with us. Why would I want to do that? So I was going through and how this looks like, and I do need to tell you, you don't see any measurements. Everything is a guess, and especially here, the sign "Chat with us." A little bit smaller. Here, so you have the pulley, and the pulley goes in here, but you don't see anything. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so that you see what I saw. So the printer's looking nice. It's like I mentioned, it's not a Core XY system because you have a timing belt here for the I would say the Z-axis, the normal Z-axis, but in this case it should be the Y-axis. Then you have the X-axis like that, and the Z-axis. Yeah. Tip: go to Hobby King. They sell RC stuff, remote control. They have silicone wire. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, some time ago when I was working on the wait, I'm going to switch over to the some time ago I was working on the no, I thought, you know, I use for the printers a lot of M3 screws, bolts, nuts, something like that. And I was like, you know what I also can do? I can order a whole kit. Maar de vraag is, waar heb ik hem? Oh, ja. So, if you work... There we go again. So if you work with quite a lot of 3D printers, something breaks or you want to modify something, I bought on AliExpress, I bought this kit. It has all M3 screws from length 6 till 30 or even 40, and also a lot of heck nuts. And I do need to say that this works perfect. Also for the belt printer. I had to use it several times already. What a beast. Oh, thank you. Always when I buy from Hobby King, I buy a few of all the bolts they have for sale at a time. Yeah. Almost free bolts when on sale. Yeah. Yeah, true. So, but we want to know how the Calibration Cube came out. So I am not really sure what everybody said. I'm a tuning freak, Morton. Hey, that's okay. Mean layer, layer adhesion and what happens to plastics when melted is important, right? Yeah. Hey, Morton, you are so absolutely right about that. So, so I have a little extrusion issue. So this is the bottom. And here you see that at some point and the extrusion was coming back. So what am I going to do? Well, we have a little kit where I can swap out that. Duplicate. Just a second, I'm going to switch something over. Whoop. You don't see that, but that one is going to be small. Whoop. And that one is going to be so something like something like that. Print about hotter, better flow. I was printing at 205. Oh, I can try that. I can try that. So let's do that. We are going back to this screen. So let's try 215. Then prepare. So I call it 215. So send over Wi-Fi. Send file okay, do you want to? Yes. Noemen. Ah, nee. Yeah, I'm changing something with the camera in the meantime. Yeah, so so I'm going to put the plate very quickly back. I'm just chatting without paying any attention. So it was sticking first. So okay, so new print is going on, 215 degrees. So higher temperature, we are going to try that out. And, you know, to be honest, if this one doesn't go as well and also getting some under extrusion, then I'm going to exchange the little hot end tip and see how that goes. Why don't you upgrade it to a BMG clone chip on the X? Well, I can tell you that it's Cura allows setting temp for bottom layers, I think. We are going to switch over for a second. I'm going to add another camera to this one. Yeah. And I close this one. Yeah, so. Okay, so I'm going to go to this. Yeah. Here's the temperature. Oh, temperature. Preferences. If I want to go for the temperature, default printing temperature, initial, very final. I can click here, everything open if I want. Close. So here everything is 215, so it will keep going. For the extruder, Lewis said something about looks like an MK8 extruder skipping on the Calibration Cube. Why don't you upgrade to BMG clone? Well, the thing is, there is an exchangeable extruder where I can also print higher temperature material with, and this is the other extruder, direct drive extruder. So I'm not going to mess with that, because this is the other extruder. This is for the other materials, the higher temperature materials. I hope. Wait. So, hey, now we have a bigger screen. So this is the direct drive for the higher temperature materials. As you can see, just a little fan for cooling the cool fins or the cool zone of the extruder, and there's no parts cooling. It's not needed for nylon, I guess. It's also a smaller one, because on the other one there is a bigger hot end fan. Hey, Juicy Coding, welcome to the live stream. You have to go 3D RCNC. See you next time, Ludwig. So, yeah, here's where the normal fan would be for the parts cooling, but it is not there. You have a Dragon hot end. They are Thingiverse files. That the nozzle is nothing. It's nothing so special. Sorry to say. Yeah, and so by the way, the X Plus is still in review mode, so I'm not going to do anything special with it. I want to use it as clean as possible. I mean, like without any upgrades. If something happens, let's say it like this. If something happens and I cannot continue, I'm going to do a little upgrade, and I'm also going to mention it. But I don't expect my viewers that watch this review are also going to need this upgrade to get a printer working. It's a good printer, or it's a bad printer, or something in between can also be possible. But you know, if there's a lot of things needed to get a printer running, it's a bad printer. There's one printer that I sent back because I didn't want to continue with it. If somebody is longer time here, you can guess which printer it is. But if you don't want to wait that long, I can give you an answer right away. Because during the review process, I make pictures and putting them on Twitter, maybe also on TikTok. People can respond to it and can say like, "Hey, that's an awesome print," or "Hey, something is bad on the printer." Or during live streams, I also do that. And for example, the Sculpto Pro 2, or I don't know what the name is. The one with the polar system. It was looking amazing, but it didn't print as I would like to. By the way, I found it very funny that Joel also had this same printer. I bought it, and I don't know if he got it or he bought it. I don't know, but yeah, he also had problems with it. So since I was still in my, I can still return it thing, I said, hey, listen, the printer, I do like the design. I think it would be an amazing printer, but the problem is that he still need to work with the app in order to get prints working. Fine-tuning is nearly not possible. You cannot use other slicers. So, yeah, I was like, okay, so I'm going to return the printer and do something useful with the money. And I did. I bought another 3D printer from that money. I think I bought the JJ Maker Artist D, which also runs not, or it does run, but I didn't spend any time in it. I know that the Fix'em Dude card that Buckman made. This one I printed on there, but you don't see any color change because, I did it only on the brim, which was quite funny. But I have a little kit. I've got a little kit from QD Tech, which comes with the printer, and I can, if I want, I can heat up the nozzle, just take the old hot end out and put the other one back in, and but I don't want to do it during a live stream because it's not interesting. Not possible to put marlin on it on the Sculpto or on this printer? Which one do you mean? Excuse-moi for the yawning. Not that I'm tired, but I don't know where that came from. Oh my gosh. But Martin, on which printer do you mean? Not possible putting marlin on it. On the X Plus. Oh yeah. Yeah, so they had a little thing or several things. So you need an app to get it working. There's no room for an SD card. I know that there is one micro SD card and also a USB port on the board, but you don't want to say to the users, hey, you take a screwdriver, you take out the bottom part, and then you have access to the main board, and then you can put another SD card in it. No, that's not how it works. It should be accessible for the viewers. It should be accessible for the potential customers of this product. And I have workarounds that I can make things work. But you don't want users to, hey, if you buy this printer, you need to unscrew and also get your warranty void. No, that's not the route to go if you do a printer review. So that was also the shortest review process. I think 2 weeks, and I sent the printer back. I was like, hey, do I have the possibility to send it back? I think for firmware, I think Marlin was not on there. There was, I think, Repetier on it, but I cannot really tell for sure because, you know, sometimes with slices you need to fill in which kind of firmware is installed on the printer. And also they said, if you are buying this printer, you also need to use Filament from Sculpto, or else your warranty gets void. I didn't make that up. I said in that video, it's like buying a BMW and they say that you only can fuel Shell instead of Esso because or else your warranty gets void. I mean, you can say, hey, listen, we would like that you buy our filament to use on this printer because we think that that is the best. But one of the viewers a few weeks ago responded to this review about the printer because they had some filament issues or supplying issues on that filament. They say, hey, it's okay to use other filaments as well. And I'm like, wow. Hey. I mean, it's crazy. I did it with the Filament Q5, a fork of Marlin. I had to make it octoprint and... Huh? Wait, what? I had to make it octoprint and canvas mosaic palette 3. Oh, you want to... Oh, yeah, because I know from Sun that they use... They don't run on Marlin. They run on, I think, Repetier. I mean, maybe the newer versions. You should see the poisonous, transparent, yellow-green tree frog. Oh, that's a word. The poisonous, transparent, yellow tree frog. Nice. I would hope one use other filaments as well. Yeah. But do you have Twitter, Morten? Because if you have, then tag me on Twitter, Zachary_Bergen. Bergen. So checking out the printer cam. You know what I can do? I can, since I have the camera now there, I can start after this print is succeeded. I can, yeah, I can do that. I can run a 24-hour cam, put it on the printer, and little nice music under it. The canvas part, etc. Need to compile it with the palette 3. Yeah, I can imagine, because if the palette 3 is running on Marlin and you have a different kind of firmware, that, yeah, it's miscommunicating. It's not working properly. But so, if I'm going to print nylon carbon fiber, polycarbonate filament, I can use this filament, this direct drive extruder. It runs till 300 degrees C as high temperature. I think it's great. I'm still wondering how Bamboo Labs have this, you know, switching thing between different kind of types of filament. I also do need to say that with the QD tech, this printer was the printer with the most things added to a printer. I mean, a full spool of 1 kilo filament. Yeah, this extra extruder, a spare kit, a extra build plate, some clamps, some tools as well. But yeah, on most printers you will get tools. A glue stick also. Don't mind. Done any nylon carbon fiber parts? I have what I need. Gonna try. Oh, cool. No, I don't want to say afraid, but I really want to know this printer before I'm going to switch over from the normal standard filaments to nylon carbon fiber. I also, you know, I'm still in a reviewing phase. So the first video was the unboxing, setup, and first print. The next video is going to be a showing of all the prints that I have done in PLA and ABS. Maybe I'm also going to do PETG filament, because I myself print very little with PETG because I hate the stringing. I'm honest in this. PETG can be a nice filament to print with, but I don't like the stringing. And I mean, for the models that I print with it, it's, you know, why would I use PETG if I can also print it in nylon? Oh, yeah, why would I use PLA or PETG? I can also print nylon. You know, I have money enough with that for that. You know, let's print Peak. Oh no, I cannot print Peak. Did for everybody notice it? Did you notice on Twitter a whole shift of people going from normal PLA and PETG and ABS to nylon carbon fiber? I did notice a very quick jump to that, and during several live streams, I think a half a year ago, I have here a spool of nylon carbon fiber filament laying around that I really would like to use. And I was like, you know, I really need to have a printer that is capable of doing that. And everybody else was talking about printing crystal dragons and maybe some other little things. It's quite funny. Open it and check CPU specs, motor drivers. You mean from the Qt tech? If you mean opening this printer, I don't see a reason why I would do that. But why check the CPU spec on motor drivers? Oh, you mean that maybe you want to use this printer to use it on the palette? Ba, ba. The proprietary one. The print is quite heavy. Maybe I can do that, but not at this moment. Da-ba-dum. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything at all. So what is everybody going to do this weekend? Are you planning some big projects that you want to do? For example, we have a fair going on, so probably tomorrow I'm going outside, spending some time with my kids, throwing away money, but hey, that's okay. That's supposed to happen, you know. Let's see. I'm also going to watch another series. We are started with Lock and Key. Nelson, are you are you spoiling a little bit? But anybody, some ideas this week? I'm also going to. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the belt printer this coming week because there are some things that I am not able to do. I'm going to get in contact with the one that sent me the parts, and then let's see if he can send over a new kit with some screws or other parts that I really need. Cleaning. So, any ideas for a strong Ender 6 mount? Hey Dylan, how are you doing? Not much available. A strong mount. What do you want to? A mount where you can put your printer on? I would say. Oh wait. Looking to use screw mount mosquito or V6 style dragonfly. Yeah, for myself, I have just the standard one, but I think there are adapters. Hot end adapter. Okay, hot end adapter. I'm still waiting on my. No, I'm not going to say that. there should be adapters for the mosquito hot end or the V6 style. I think that the BMG version, not the BMO, but the BMG version of the Dragonfly, I mean the Fetus Dragonfly hot end, that should fit on the plate. But yeah, it's which one? There was one that I saw recently on Twitter that it did not fit the Ender 6. Which one was it? Because I think for the most hot ends that fit on the CR10, that one is a little bit longer than the Creality Ender 3, but that one should work, or anything that fits on a Creality Ender theme. Ender 10, CR10. Oh my gosh. That I think that would fit. I'm going to take the calibration cube. So what shall I say? Hey. So, the calibration cube. I think that the result itself speaks for itself. I have printed more things with this printer. I don't mind these lines. I don't mind them. But it is looking way better. So, with that in mind, I think the calibration cube looks great. This is what I mean with trying something small. If it fails, you can tweak, try it again. I already want to take the hot end apart. Then our friend Morten said, hey, try in higher temperature. Issue solved. Because for PLA, normally 205, 210, most cases is sufficient enough. But this one is a different one. This one has two different kind of colors. And so, as you can see, it's this side primarily reddish and this side primarily bluish. And in the middle, it's looked like that. So, that problem solved. So, now we are going back here. So, that was going great. Clear build plate. So I really would like to print the Demogorgon from Waxter, but I am also like, you know, I can also print something else. Patron, Waxter, Holy Moly 2. The mini vector. Tune down the acceleration. I will try. So basically these models can be printed without supports, but I always tend to use a little support to make sure that everything looks nice. Something carbon fiber. No, I need to exchange this, and I don't want to start with that. I'm just doing PLA and ABS at this moment, and later on I'm going to switch because I want to make a real. I want to make a video about it, you know, changing between the extruders and other maybe small things. You know, give my own twist on it. Add supports. So, I want to do that one thing. Speed, I think here I find the acceleration. Yeah, normally I don't work with the acceleration because I really don't know. And I think there comes the yeah, I don't know if I all will need that. And the support. Support type. Dylan, go to Discord 3D now. Any elephant's foot on the cube? No. Here. I hope you can. I don't see any elephant's foot on the model. So I think that in itself looks pretty amazing. Support. Let's see. There's a server called 3D. No, it's a public server focused on 3D printing as a whole. Support structure. Close. Support structure 3. With the acceleration control, I have no idea. Doesn't work. So I think if I change this one, everything else changes. Let's take 300. So and NSK971, hello. This is Airy 1 dual silk color filament. It looks purple because on one side it is blue, on the other side is red, and together it makes a purplish blue kind of color. Very amazing. So I think 30 or 300. Oh wait, cancel. It's not skirt. I'm going to take a brim because the feet with those minis, it's always like that. That if you are going to print something like that, the surface is small, so putting a brim around it, it's also for the support structure or tree support. It's very easy to take off. Okay, now prepare. Yeah, so it's now preparing. I don't know how long that this print will take. It's now, slicing. Yeah, so the other printer is now also still printing. I do need to say it looks very nice. It's I don't know if you can see it. It's in little. I don't know what. I don't know how this called. I don't know how the color is called. It's metallic blue. I'm going to. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. Just a second. So, Chris Perillo is also printed with the same color, and mix it together with the black. It's making a very amazing view. More that way. So as you can see, there are two colors: the black one for the support structure, and the blue color for the model itself. I want to see how it will look like if if you're going to do support removal. How well uh, how clean does it look in the end? I see that our Vecna is done. Um, so I'm going to send it over Wi-Fi. That's so easy. Click it on send Wi-Fi send, and it will send. And you also get a little image. I hope you did see it on the printer itself. You will get a little image so that you can see what is going to be printed. Yes. Successfully sent printer cam. So as you can see in the upper corner, you see the model. 0%. This is going to be a print of 3 hours and 25 minutes. So that would mean that I cannot run a 24-hour live stream with printing going on. And Lewis joined the Discord. Oh, yeah, okay. Pot pie. Did it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so currently I'm using the same specs as as the Calibration Cube, except I have changed the brim, the skirt instead of brim. I have changed the acceleration from 500 to 300. Yeah, let's see how it is going. Scale it down to 1 hour print. Yeah, then you are going to faster. Or scale it down, or so that it would be printed in 1 hour. No, I'm not going to do that now, because I'm already starting it, and yeah, I mean, it's okay. Because I've also print going on there. And I had a lot of times that I had a really well trust in printers, that I sometimes started the print without looking at it. I saw the first line being printed and I was like, okay, and I turned around. I did other things, even going to work, and came back in the afternoon or in the evening, and printer was still going. So I had several times or sometimes that something didn't go very well, and was pushing out nothing. So I had a 8-hour print going on with a huge clock in the nozzle and just doing nothing. No, but Morten, the minis that I have got now several minis standing on the top shelf above the door, and they are all the same size, so I can scale it down so that it will be printed way faster, but I want to have equal sizes. I mean, for the overall, it looks cool. I can also scale it up to like full build height, because for most printers the height is always the limiting factor of a print. I mean, yeah, basically you can go as wide as possible, but the height is always the issue. Yeah, issue, the challenging part, because on the Ender 6 it's 400, on the artillery side 1 the X2 is 400. I think the IDEX is also 400 or 350. I think 350, still large. And the JG Artist D is also similar kind of thing. Pretty big, large volume printers. Then I have the Apple Sun QQS Pro. I don't have the SR or the V400. The last one I really would like to have, but I don't know what I need to do to get it. Yeah, besides buying it, because before I was sent a printer for free, I spent almost 8,000 euros on the printers. So I spend enough money, and buying sometimes new parts, filaments, those are also costing. There's one model that I also want to do in the future. I have already purchased the STL file, but I want to print it life size. What does that mean, life size? How much filament are you going to need? Can you print it on a regular 3D printer, or is there a better way to, modify your printer so that you can print in one piece large life-size models? I mean, who wants a Tifa life-size, for example? Just, standing here in the corner, life-size Tifa. Or a Terminator T800 life-size. That would be insane, but fun, 8,000 euros, yeah, because if you count only the printers, not talking about filament, not talking about spare parts, not talking about my computer and all the other stuff that I need for running the YouTube channel, I spent 8,000 euros easily on printers. And most printers I covered on the channel, so you can, find it out for yourself. I mean, Creality Ender 3 Pro, when I bought it, 250 euros. The V2 was 280. The ANET ET4 was at that moment 210 euros. the Easy Treat X1. I think this Banshee was printed on it, or the gray Banshee was printed on it. That one was €100. The Eiffel Sun, €250. The Creality Ender 6 cost €600 when it came out. I bought it. Then the BQBX Kickstarter campaign printer, I think 400. Then I have the Anycubic Viper. That one was 350, I guess. Oh yeah, my first 3D print. I almost forgot that one. That one was 130. The the CR2B. That one is almost 400. Yeah, if you count everything up. Oh yeah, resin printers. Also one printer that is still not here, a Kickstarter campaign printer. That one was, I think that 900, 600. I lost count. But yeah, I'm still alive. My wife sees, by the way, most of the printers are paid with money that I got out of YouTube. So when I got my YouTube money from Patreon, and also affiliates, then I combine that money, and sometimes I buy Filament, sometimes I buy new printers. So yeah, I'm still alive, so my wife didn't kill me. So yeah, the only printers that I got for free, one printer from the Prusa Mini from Loyal Moses, I got for free. The FL's, the Focus Odin, I got for free. The Artillery Sidewinder, I got for free. Just, 1, 2, 3. The Taiku, the IDEX printer. Then I got 2 old ones. The GE Tech 810T I got for from a friend, and also the Mega Zero first version I got also for free. But one print is missing. I gave it to Lewis. There was the Ender 3 V2. The BQBX, I gave it away to, it's still standing here, but I'm going to bring it to the northern part of the Netherlands, in Friesland, because I will get another printer, I bought it in a Kickstarter campaign, so I'm still waiting on it. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Voron printer. Yeah, the Voron printer. I spent also a little 500-600 euros for it. If you would like to buy it now, it's going to cost quite a lot. What is your top 3 3D printers? I hear a lot of people complaining about it, but the Anycubic Viper, I have the first version, because somewhere there is a newer version that is way better. I didn't have any problems with the strain gauge. I didn't have any problems with the connector. So that's great. That one is a great printer. I had issues in the past with that printer, but it's printing way better. The FLSun QQS Pro, that's also a nice printer to print with. You would expect that I would say Prusa Mini, but I'm not going to say that. And yeah, the X Plus. This, by the way, by far the most expensive printer that I bought myself. I didn't know that, Kaiwu would actually send me a printer from almost the same value. So yeah, the artillery. Oh, by the way, I have many printers that, perform pretty well. I don't have really the best, but I know that most of the parts I printed from the for the Star Destroyer, I printed on the Anycubic Viper. There was a moment I covered from which brand was it? There, I was contacted by several printer brands because I covered their printer in the closer look videos or in the Zachary 3D print news and updates. And some brands did contacted me and say, hey, are you interested in this printer? Then I say yes, and after that I never hear anything about it again. Just like with the printer that I covered just a few weeks ago, I lost the name. I lost the name. This is really crazy, guys. This is crazy. Then I see the name and I'm like, oh yeah, of course. The Trunksy Crux 1. After I made the video, just for reference, marketing knows who got a review unit and who didn't. But they contacted me after I published that video, I think a few days later, to say, hey, Zachary, thank you for your video. We are very pleased with it. But, we have a question. I'm going to not read everything about it, but it's funny. Yeah. So you are working in marketing, and then I remember. Yeah, I remember you have contacted with me before. We saw you make a video for our Trunksy Crux 1. May I know if you have the machine in hand or just make the views by yourself? You are wonderful, and we are very appreciated for you. Yeah, please let us know if you bought a machine for us. If you are interested in the Crux 1, feel free to contact us. You all guess what I did, because I had something like yeah. Just a second. So you were working in marketing. You may know who got a 3D printer, or which were sent to several content creators. I know that Tripod has one. Further, I don't know anybody else. But Trunksy, I mean, Trunksy is known for their cheaper Core XY3 printers. But the Trunksy Crocs, I said in the video, this can be, according with the price and how the machine is built, this can be a very good competitor to the Prusa Mini, since the printing volume is equal to the Prusa Mini. But they asked me if I have this printer that I made the video. Listen, if you know my closer look videos or my news and updates, then I covered things that I don't have. Especially for the closer look, it's always something that I'm very interested in, and would I buy it or not? Some people say, you know, you're always talking about printers without actually having the printers. But on the other hand, I have several 3D printers where I did a closer look video about, and I also purchased them. The Ender 3 V2, the Creality Ender 6, the Elegoo Mars 2 Pro, the CR200B, many other printers I covered. One version or another version, but I did cover them. Also the Anycubic Viper, I also covered it. People, you know. Anyways, but that was a few weeks ago. I never heard anything about the Trunksy Crocs, but I'm okay with it. Also the Snapmaker Artesian, or the Artesian from Snapmaker. I hope. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, how? Yeah. Okay. So it's getting weird, but I don't mind. I'm free off. I can do whatever I like, or something like that. So yeah. Like mentioned, I don't know if I'm going to do any belt printing project this week. I do have footage, but like mentioned, I'm not really sure how I can make a video. I can show you already parts, but it's not going to be finished because I don't want to say in the first part, hey, now we are going to add this and this and this, and then 2 parts later, oh, sorry, we need to take it off because, you know, we need to install this first and then that and then that. So if you understand what I mean, it makes sense why I don't make any videos now about the assembling process, because I don't want to come in part number 4 and saying like, oh yeah, sorry, in part 1 we did like this, and in part 2 we did like that, and now in part 4 we need to take all apart because it doesn't fit, or you know, we had some issues because I'm building it without any instruction, and since there is no instruction to follow, people are going to rely on the thing you are saying, so it doesn't help you as a viewer. I had one time with the BL Touch, I did something where I later on said something in the video, and some guy said, yeah, so I followed you along with the video till the point that you say, well, I find out that this wasn't working, so then people are blaming me that, you know, they followed something that is not very clear. So Vecna is being printed. Let's see how far it looks like. Oh, nice. And you can also see in the display it's at 10%. So hey. It's looking nice. Can't complain here. So why would we? Which kind of printers do you guys all have? I know that Lewis, for example, has a Ender 3V2 and a ANET ET5, I guess. I know that somebody said he had a Titan's Revenge. He had an LK5 Pro from Longer. I saw a brand that works also with multicolor filament printing. I really would like them to send me a review unit that I can use on one of my printers, that I can show multicolor printing. If you don't have a Palette Pro, if you don't have a MMU from Prusa or any other, machine that help you with multicolor printing, also 8 different kind of colors. So they didn't respond, and I don't think that they are going to respond. So NSK has the Ender 3 Pro. Hey, I've got also one. I've got also the Sidewinder X2. Hey, I have that one too. You have an Anycubic. I have also an Anycubic, but you have the Photo Mono X. Cool. Do you have also wash and cure station? Because hey, I do need to say, wash and cure station is very ideal to have. Beep. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's very that's ideal, because with the Elegoo Mars 2 Pro that I have, I also bought a wash and cure station, the Mercury Plus. It's nice. I mean, it's because it is also the same brand. You can take the whole build plate off, you put it in the wash and cure station for the washing, and the build plate is also being cleaned. Several weeks ago or a few months ago, I made a video about can you leave resin in your vat for longer than a year, because I have used my resin printer, then I just put a cover on top of the resin vat, put the build plate back, a little bit pressure so that the resin vat keeps closed by the lid, and I had set it there for more than a year. I think I printed with it. I print with the resin printer, I think in March or April of 2021, and just a little bit longer than a year, in May, I checked on the resin if it was still good, yes or no. And I did print in flash color resin, so I had to stir it in the resin vat, and after that I could print. I don't know. You are using an old school model Ultimaker 1. Hey, I mean, Ultimaker is a great brand, but is that printer also a very nice printer to work with? And is that the version all made out of plywood or transparent plywood? So the stream is going on for 3 hours and 25 minutes. The CPU is 57.2%. Frames per second at this moment 5501 frames per second. The kilobit per second is 4530. Dropped frames 895, and it is 0.1% dropped frames. But hey, I'm streaming on a MacBook Pro out 2019. It's a 13-inch LC 13-inch MacBook Pro. Yeah. So next week, I hope next week I will have my my PC back again, and I hope I will never ever have any issues with Streamyards, with DaVinci Resolve. No, Hubble wooden printer. Oh my gosh, oh that's terrible. If there is no UV in your room, it's okay. Yeah, it's those 3D FDM 3D printable covers. You can put it on top of it. I have printed it in black, so the resin vat is black, the cover is in black, and then I put the build plate back so that there is a little bit pressure on the cover, not that you hear any cracking sounds, and then put the cover over it, so no UV light is coming in, and also the cover makes sure that everything will stay inside. I don't want to say that if it will tip over that you will still get a clean printer. It will still be messy, but hey, who knows? Ba-da-ba. So for the IDEX printer, I need to design some new filament spool holders, because currently they are hanging. I hope you can see it, what I mean. This is not the way how those filament spools should be attached. Normally on the top, like bunny ears, bunny ears. So I was like, I need to bend it, but I bent one that didn't, doesn't look great at all. So I need to, design one in Tinkercad and 3D print it. What am I printing? Great question. And NSK, I'm printing one of my favorite bust to hold. This model, it's from Photosmint. It's the Black Widow, or printed in white in this case. It's a very nice figure. You know why I also like it? Not because of the breast, guys, come on, but look at this. This is by the way printed on the QD Tech X Plus. Look to the braid. I hope you can see it. Maybe I need to twist it. here there's a little hole here, exactly. And also, if you look very carefully, I hope if I put my finger behind it, you can see it. You see? So, oh, hey, hello, camera. He's back. So, everything looks very nice, very well detailed. Yeah, this is printed 0.2, but, you know, a few layers. Layer lines are visible. But further, I mean, hey, it is looking great. It is heavy. This is at, I think, not 100%, but I think 125. So a quarter bigger than the normal. Also here, the texture of the jacket that she wears. Here smooth, and here this very nice texture. Yeah, it's a pretty lady. Yeah. Also, when you check here the handles, the grips from her, I think, knives. Also very nice texture, some lines here. It's a amazing model, very well designed. Yeah, I keep seeing details. Also here, also look how well that the also here, check here the zipper. Do you almost, okay, not sexual meant, okay, not sexual, guys, but it looks almost that real that you want to take the zipper and put it, you know, lower or higher. So real does it look. It's very well designed. I like it. Yeah. This is what I mean. I have my standard, what I think that looks great. But I can imagine that there are people saying like, yeah, you know, it looks okay, but I don't want to see those lines. No sexual, no. I mean, in the past, I have also printed a model, Tifa. She is very beautiful. I don't know who the designer is, but she's standing. She's standing there. It's a very nice model. I have tried to paint it. The Mandalorian that is standing next to it looks perfect, but I can tell you it's not looking perfect at all. There on my big hat. Oh my gosh, yeah. You don't want to see a big hat. But, I mean, Tifa I want to print again because there are some things that I really would like to see different. So I'm going to print her a little bit bigger, not life size. Or maybe for the challenge I can do that as well. But I need to have a lot of filament. A lot of filament. I think that model that I want to show is from Waxter. It's new. This is all. There you go again. This is all printed. This is all printed on the artillery sidewinder. This is Neo. This is a model that's supposed to be putting on a stick, but the stick broke off. So it's not going anywhere. So I put it on top of the shelf, so that still flies around. Was also a long duration print, but printed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pieces. The most challenging one was the skirt. The most challenging one was the I always say skirt, but the coat, because you need to put it like that so that you don't get a very messed up how you say it. I need to find how I printed it, but officially you need to turn it over and put it on that side. But I think I printed it on one of the sides. I think on this side. How did I print it? Dang it. I'm looking to a print and I'm really not sure how I printed it. So I think like this on the build plate. It was, I can say it was a very sketchy print. Yeah, indeed, it looks great. This is one model that I'm going to print in the future. It's going to be the Joker, the Arthur Fleck Joker, and it's from the stairs scene. And that one I want to print in life size, but I really want to check if there are some filament brands that can sponsor, because I'm going to need a lot of filaments to actually do that. But hey, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to ask if there are some brands, because I want to, for me it costs a lot of printing time. Also slicing. I can also make a bigger printer, but that would take a long time to also accomplish. And which kind of nozzle do you put on there? I mean, a 1.0 nozzle. Can you show the Joker in the slicer? Oh no, it's not. I can do that, but it is just like the Neo figure. It's in several parts, so. Um, oh yeah, here it is. So this is a Gambody. Gambody is a very nice site where you can buy STL files for your favorite character. Do we get Joker? Yeah. So this model I purchased. It's 25 US dollars. I think it looks amazing. It's from Zach Miller. He also done other awesome models. Yeah, so I don't know who did this paint job, but I don't think that is looking realistic. So you have the stair, also several connector pieces, feet, pants, torso, hands and head. Too much money, yeah. Yeah, I mean, wait, Thingiverse. Now, okay, we are getting somewhere. Do you also check sometimes Thingiverse, My Mini Factory, printables.com, or any other site, and then you are scrolling, and you see a lot of things, except for the one thing that you actually came there for to start with? Oh yeah, the cursed townhouse. So this Joker bust. This one veteran, so that's okay. Sometimes when I see, ooh, that's handy. If I see models that I know that are from some designer that I know, I always try to report them. Batarang. Okay, so here it says Joker, the Joker, and then picture, but what does it actually say? Okay. Ti, 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 ti. So yeah, you have quite a lot of buzz, but I'm looking the one from Artifleck. That is the one that I really want to have. So okay, I'm stop scrolling right over here because you will get more and more and more and more and more. So then we have my mini factory. The problem is with my mini factory, you need to check really well if it are STL files, because sometimes people just posting it to show what they are making. Joker. Here, Photos Mint. That is the Artifact Joker, but that's only a bust. This one is from Veteran. I know that one as well. But most of them are all busts, and in this case I don't want to have the bust, I want to have the yeah, full figure. Yeah, and too much money. Yeah, indeed. So, I mean, I bought a Star Destroyer where I thought, who is going to pay $80 for something like this size? And I think in the same live stream, in the end, I bought it because, you know, I was like, hey, this is cool. So, let's see. The model is still being printed. Both models are still being printed. Yeah, I'm streaming now currently on YouTube. I can also stream on Twitch. because it's now almost 1:45, so I need to go to bed. My eyes are getting tired. Um, yeah, I mean, I can also do other things, but in the end, my body is, well, you know. Hey, dude, whatever you do, I will kill the Switch. So anyways, I'm not really sure if I'm going to start another stream, just, uh, streaming my prints going on with some nice, easy, chill music. Beep, 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 beep. So I'm going to end this live stream. Everybody who was here or is still here, thank you so much for being here. Every support by watching, by liking, and even subscribing to the channel will help me quite a lot. Will also say to your say to the YouTube bots that you are liking this kind of content. So if you're rewatching this, thank you so much for watching this. I'm going to start within a few minutes. I'm going to probably start a stream. No commenting, no talking of Mr. Zachary, but just showing some prints in the meantime. I need to check how I'm going to do that. But anyways, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Peace. Bye bye. End stream. Whoop. And